Mark this date, December 7th, 2020. It's late in the evening. A few hours ago, we're getting word that retired Brigadier General Chuck Yeager passed away at the age of 92. No other further word about it. This guy's a legend. Just the name of Yeager, it's like listening to Musk or even Rutan. If you're in the military and in the aviation, this is momentous. This guy helped put Edwards Air Force Base on the damn map. I mean, he was a World War II pilot. He was an ace. And after the war, he was assigned to Iraq, and he did test piloting. Flight crew chief, his name of Ridley, was with him. And they stayed and flew planes for testing. And then they came out, the XB. She bucketed, she broncoed, and she blasted through the air. And under a lot of luck and skill, Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier finally. A lot of airplanes, a lot of pilots before him died. And on a long forgotten, long ago, torched out steakhouse called Pancho's actually. Happy Bottom Riding Club. This place hosted the pictures of those who died being test pilots. And Yeager said, I'll go for it. Injured as he was, with a bruised rib, but he got in there and blew it. I never heard about Chuck Yeager until I saw the movie and then read the book afterward called The Right Stuff. Tom Wolfe, thanks. Thanks, pal. That book was enlightening because it filled a lot of facts that weren't shown in film. And I saw that film. And like, wow. But he changed Iraq into Edwards Air Force Base. He helped make Rosamond, California, the place to be, and Antelope Valley the place to go to when it came out for aviation and test piloting. And they had to have places to accommodate people. Why not build a damn town right on the outside of it? And have a little bit of a settlement, have people coming in for aerospace work and test piloting live out here and other things. I never knew it. I never knew anything concerning about Rosamond, let alone know where his Air Force Base, except when I'm watching about him. And then he helped change the landscape. He kept changing. He kept challenging and challenging. And this guy was amazing. This guy was amazing. As much as information and history have I read about General Yeager, he ought to deserve all the credit, because he did a lot. And I don't think people out there realize and understand what he's done for all of us. Some of those test pilots out there, they went for the Mercury astronaut program. And dared to challenge more barriers where we have the space program right now as it is. And yes, it was political in nature, but the excitement and the challenge and the thrill and the adrenaline was still there. I don't know how this town is really going to be reacting to it, or the rest of the valley. But I imagine that they're slowly getting the word through Palmdale and through Lancaster. We have Plant 42 out in Palmdale, bordering Lancaster. That's the offshoot of Edwards Air Force Base. We have manufacturing and we have testing of air equipment over there. And once they've heard about Chuck Yeager, man, I bet you the whole damn place went nuts. I know Edwards did. This was a home for General Yeager. Made the place more famous. This I had to share. This I had to say. This I had to tell the story a little bit about my own knowledge of this place. And I wish I knew more about it. I mean, when the movie came out in 1983, I saw it. And anything concerning about the Antelope Valley or Edwards Air Force Base, beforehand, I never knew. There was no knowledge of it. Nobody would talk to anything about it, and I really wasn't all that interested in the damn aerospace industry during that time, and I should have been. Because part of that aerospace industry helped our astronaut program, not to mention the space shuttle program, and part of the shuttle was getting tested out over at Edwards Air Force Base. Not to mention part of it was being built over at Plant 42. But to think that Chuck Yeager was helping out with the aviation history, this surprises the hell out of me. 2020 has been taking out a lot of our people that gave a lot to everybody, more in one way. And now we have to deal with the loss. We have to deal with the grief at this point. I wish in my lifetime I had met the man. He would have been an interesting guy to meet. Down to earth. Down to earth. Fly high, General. Fly high with the angels. You, those daring young men.